just for a second. Make sure everything is nice and stable all across the YouTube platform. Got 43 seconds of garbage time, 2nd and 10. Young complete over the middle there to Jatavian Sanders. 30 seconds and counting. Panthers trying to window dress the score a little bit. Young back shoulder. Oh, it's caught. End zone touchdown. Yep, that's a touchdown. Jalen Coker. So, Panthers make it look a little bit better on the score sheet, but still a dominating win for the Denver Broncos. Panthers scored on their opening drive, and now it looks like their only subsequent score is going to come on their last drive. Eddie Pinheiro out to attempt the extra point, just to make the score look a little bit better. There's only 18 seconds left. Pinheiro is up and good. Before we officially get started, guys, you can just do me a big favor. Smash that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Would really appreciate it. Both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. So let's go ahead and see if, just for the fun of it, Carolina attempts an onside kick. Again, there's no changing the outcome now. There's 18 seconds left, but we got 10 people in the house already. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as we finish out these last few seconds here of the game. And looks like Carolina will indeed attempt an onside kick. I'm glad I didn't put the score in the title this time because they scored again after I went live. We got Dylan Earl in the house saying Den win, let's go. And a very convincing one at that. Looks like there's some confusion here. But, oh, so Johnny Hecker's going to try this drop kick for his onside kick. Drop kick, and it's out of bounds. Denver will get the ball where it went out. Oh, it's going good, Deja West. Going real good. We got Bentley Perez in the house saying hi. Hopefully you're doing well. As the Broncos are now coming out to take one last kneel down to finish it out. Bo Nix with easily the best performance of his career, 4 total touchdowns. Bo was sensational today, Broncos country. Defensively, they were lights out after that first drive. 2 interceptions on Bryce Young, one by Pat Surtain, one by Jaquan McMillan. We got Gabe in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Says Nix was amazing. And that is it. Your Denver Broncos are victorious, 28-14 over the Carolina Panthers. Broncos are officially 5-3 on the season. Gabe says Williams was bad. Yeah, I was not impressed with Williams today. Thought that he tiptoed a few times, was skittish, trying to let runs develop. Yeah, gonna have to watch the tape on Williams, but just what I saw in person. Bo literally had the perfect game that you could ask him to have. His footwork was clean the entire game. I didn't see one rep where I thought he had spotty feet. He was, oh, so sorry. He was making great decisions out there. I thought that Bo Nix put together his most complete game as a Bronco so far, and that was to be expected. I know there are going to be people that are going to say, oh, it was just against the Panthers, blah, 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 blah. But this is exactly what you would expect to happen against an inferior opponent, a blowout victory. And although it wasn't quite as big of a blowout as I was anticipating or hoping for, still, Rodney says we did give up a couple of plays here and there. PS2 ankle injury, definitely not great. Why are we getting cute with defense when the game is over? I mean, I did think that the only thing that we really did was get cute after the game was already secured was that fake field. My internet keeps chopping out. We got the longest name I have ever seen in the house, and let's go Broncos. Good to see you. This soft zone defense better not play like this against a Ravens team next week. Riley Moss struggled in this game. Riley did give up a couple of back shoulder receptions especially. That's not ideal, but overall thought that the secondary performed pretty well. Obviously, 2 interceptions on Bryce Young there. One of them was on 4th down. The other one was just a prayer thrown up into the... Our fast receivers next week, and we need a defense with speed. Yeah, I don't know why the Broncos Wi-Fi is being like this. Sorry about that, guys. If this continues, we'll probably go ahead and cut this stream a little bit short and just do a full-blown video whenever we get home. But regardless, man, we saw Bo Nix put together his most complete game. I thought his footwork was clean, crisp, and concise throughout the entirety of the performance. I thought that stream is completely unwatchable. Yeah, I know. I apologize for that, guys. Hopefully it's stabilized now that I've stopped walking. Hopefully now that I'm in a stationary spot, it has calmed down a little bit, because obviously not great at all. But whoa, what did Washington do? I just got text about Washington. What did they do? What did they do, Broncos country? Game-ending touchdown? Oh, let's go. Hail Mary. Wow. Okay, let's go. And also looks like our connection is stabilizing, which is very, very good to see. That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. I'm trying to see if they show it anywhere on a TV or anything. That is absolutely sick. So, one thing I will say that did slightly disappoint me in this game was the run game. Javonte Williams was not great. I thought that his vision was poor once again. Gonna have to watch the tape to get a more definitive look on Javonte Williams, but based on what I saw here at the game today, definitely not good. Very similar to the one that we had against them last season. Wow, man, that's really cool. That is really cool. Washington has turned into one of the biggest surprise teams in the NFL. Jaden Daniels, he's been sensational. That is really, really cool. Defensively, I thought that up front they did a pretty good job of winning the battle of attrition at the line of scrimmage. Generated decent enough pressure on Bryce Young. There were a couple of drives early on where they gave Bryce Young too much time in the pocket, and Bryce kind of diced him up a little bit. But after that, man, defensively they started to clamp down. They started to hone in and play the run for Carolina, so Carolina wasn't really able to burst free as many runs. So I thought that was good. I thought defensively, after those first couple of drives, they played really well. And then offensively, you had that one bugaboo there. Little Jordan Humphrey fumbles the ball to begin things, and you get off to that slow start once again. I feel like the Broncos would have gotten off to a much faster start had little Jordan not fumbled the ball. They had already picked up a first down or two on that drive, so they were moving the ball well. I feel like they would have probably got into position there to score if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot early. What's the deal with PS2? No clue. It sounds like an ankle injury to this point. We'll get more information as time goes on. Hopefully it's nothing overly serious like a high ankle sprain or something like that. That certainly would not be ideal. Easily Bo Nix's best game in the NFL so far, says Maverick. Yeah, 100%. You saw him making second-level throws, layering the ball behind defenders. You saw him making more throws than just those in-breaking routes. We saw him make outbreakers as well. Should have had 5 total touchdowns on the day at the end of the game there. Cortland Sutton has that fumble. That was very rough. Obviously, you didn't want that to happen, but Bo Nix could have very easily had 5 touchdowns, and he looked calm, just like Bronco fan says. And like I said earlier, guys, I know that there are going to be some people out there that put an asterisk on this performance from Bo Nix and just put an asterisk on this win in general because it was against a Carolina Panthers team that is very inferior on paper to the Denver Broncos. But like I said in the game preview, and like I'm going to say now, this is the outcome that you would expect. If the Broncos had gone out there and completely laid an egg today, even if they had won, I still would have significant concerns about this Broncos team heading into the remainder of the season, especially these next couple of games. Already Mavericks. All right, sorry about that, guys. This internet absolutely is sucking right now. I keep getting kicked off the Broncos Wi-Fi, and I don't know why. So we're going to probably go ahead and call this stream a little bit early, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Before we get out of here, if you could just do me a big favor, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.